Each year, the students of the graduating class select a classmate to come and to share some reflections. And this year, I'm proud to introduce Jillian Walpole to come to the stage to offer some reflections.
Good morning, friends, family, faculty, guests, and my fellow survivors of nursing school. I want to first open by saying, we did it. Though I'm honored to make these remarks today, I am definitely experiencing some tachycardia and diaphoresis right now, which for those of you who won't be receiving their Bachelor's of Science in Nursing tomorrow, that means I'm freaking out a little bit and possibly sweating through these terribly see-through scrubs right now. I know some of my professors and classmates may be wondering, how did she make it through nursing school? And even more, who let her on stage? To which I concur. Now, I'm definitely not top of my class, nor a president of any club. I was nominated to give this speech by my classmates. So before I get into the weeds, I would like to thank my friends for awarding me to be this year's valedictorian of charisma. Thank you. Thank you. Though I'd love to stand up here and crack jokes for the next 10 minutes, these past 4 years have been nothing to joke about. When we were 17 to 18 years old, in the middle of a global pandemic, these men and women seated in front of you today looked at the news, the overwhelming nursing shortage, and the nursing burnout, and said, yeah, I think I'll do that. We could have chosen to do anything in the world, but we chose to be a part of something much bigger than ourselves. Now, to me, nursing is a dance. There's rhythm, focus, dedication, and lots of aching feet. It is an art of humility, strength, and perseverance. It is nothing short of an art to know every in and out of each person you are treating and provide each one with equitable and quality care. As I entered this major, I knew the personal sacrifice that being a nurse would be. But as I step into the real world, I found that it is a sacrifice that I will be happy to make for the rest of my life. Being a nurse is doing for others what they cannot do for themselves, noticing a juicy vein or swollen ankles in the market, and most importantly, being a friend to every person we encounter. If I was given the choice to start all over again, I would choose to be a nurse in every lifetime. At the University of Scranton, we have been handcrafted by our mentors through experience, love, and a belief that we will be the next leaders in our field. In our senior year, we have heard countless times that hospitals love royal RNs, that our graduating nurses make an impact like none other, and I don't doubt that for a minute. I think our generation will bring a new vibrance to the nursing field that it has needed for a couple years now. In my experience at the U, there has been one event that epitomizes the liveliness this class will bring to the floors. As a sophomore, I studied abroad in Spain with my friends, but prior to that, myself and 8 other girls worked through a semester of classes and clinicals before we traveled to Europe. We spent our time in Mountain View Nursing Home in the fall of 2022. We spent quality time treating patients. Stop laughing. We spent quality time treating patients as they looked at the last couple months of their life. As Christmas rolled around, we saw sorrow and upset from our residents as they battled with loneliness and a loss of self. My friends and I wanted to bring some joy to our patients on the unit, missing their families and yearning for the spirits they once felt around the holidays. On our last day, we used our patients' beatbox to sing along to Christmas carols with the occasional synchronized dancing. It wasn't long after that we were reprimanded by the staff for doing so. As juvenile student nurses, we were shaken by this and apologized and repented for our actions. But as I stand here now, I regret that repentance, and I admire my classmates for bringing joy to the residents of Mountain View Nursing that needed just a little bit of joy in their lives. As nurses, we are faced with impossible tasks, decisions that could be right or wrong depending on each unique situation. Though I respect my elders, and I wouldn't want to cross that line, I think this event exemplifies the new lease that we will bring into the nursing field. This profession has been challenged, degraded, and persecuted by those who have never been in these white, waterproof, and slip-resistant shoes. Broken down by every force you could think of, and despite that, we still, somehow, find the music and break into dance to make our patients smile. As we head out on our own, leaving our comrades behind, I hope you all take a piece of our royal magic with you. Now, I would be remiss not to shine a light on those who have inspired us to enter this field and those who have supported us every step of the way. To those sitting in the audience today, we thank you. Parents, brothers, sisters, friends, aunts, uncles, and anyone who supported us in this long journey to get here, your love has not gone unnoticed. I want to thank my ultimate inspiration, the dazzling people from whom I received my life's blood, Jen and Rob Walpole. Woo. And my sister Danielle, who has been my role model since the day I was born. My family has never let me believe for a minute that there was anything I couldn't do, even when I didn't believe it myself. I can't look at them. Ooh. They've been my rock, my standing ovation at every play, the loudest screams from the outfield, my shoulder to cry on, and the ones who would drive 2 hours at the drop of a hat whenever I needed it. And ultimately, they have been my best friends. Without my family, I would not be here before you today, and I would definitely not be the woman that I have become. No amount of thank yous could ever encapsulate the gratitude I have for their love and support. I am beyond lucky to have my family here with me today, including my grandparents, my Uncle Robbie, my soon-to-be brother-in-law Jack, and my roommates. But there are people who I wish I could see in the audience today that I will never get the chance to. I would like to take a moment of reflection to let each one of us think of those who cannot be here with us today. I want you to see them standing up and giving you the round of applause that you know that they are giving you from wherever they may be. To rid yourself of sadness and to know the pride that they feel seeing you and how much you have grown and how much you have accomplished. I know it is hard to attend an event of joy and feel sadness that the face you wish most to see in the audience is not there, smiling back at you. But I promise, even if you cannot see them or touch them, they are here with you today. We all have our stories and inspirations for why we got into this field. For some, it's personal experience. For others, it's watching those we love most go through illness. Or maybe it's because of the 3-day work week and the job security. Despite popular belief that my inspiration is my 10-year relationship with Grey's Anatomy, it is, in reality, my Aunt Marg, my godmother. Margie was calm, tender, and wholehearted. She was everything you could ask for in a godmother and a friend. She passed away from pancreatic cancer at 59 years old, back in 2016. She was an RN herself, back when you didn't need a bachelor's degree to be an RN. She always wanted to go back to school and finish her education, maybe when her son was in college, but unfortunately she never made it to his high school graduation. Every time I had a hard day or a test I didn't know if I could pass, I looked up at the picture of us on my wall and asked her for guidance. I can never know if she was listening to me, but making it here today, accepting my pen and taking the pledge, I know she was. I'm here today finishing the dreams that she never had the chance to, and I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that she is smiling at me in the audience amongst you all. In my entire life, I have never wanted something so bad that I would even consider waking up at 4 in the morning for it. Never mind waking up at 4 in the morning and then having to drive an hour to Berwick, Pennsylvania. Yeah, but as you could probably tell at this point, I made the exception for this. My 4 years here have not been easy. I mean, I almost dropped out, I almost got kicked out, and then I still had to wake up at 4 in the morning the next day. But looking back, I cannot be more proud of myself and my brothers and sisters I made in this program. The things you want most will challenge you in ways you never thought you could overcome. I'm sure each of us saw that bright red exit sign many times, and knowing we could walk right through it. When we had 2 tests and 1 quiz in a day, when we didn't pass a skills demo, or when we calculated our final grades and found out that we needed at least an 85 on the final to pass the class. But we opened our laptops, put on our compression socks, and showed up the next day. I want each and every one of you to not see this degree as 4 years of hard work, but 1,356 individual days of perseverance, sacrifice, and success. I want each and every one of you to think back during a hard shift and remember the 1,365 days and know that you will make it through that day. I want you to remember that every one of these days you have learned a new lesson, and each one of those days that you didn't give up have brought you to this exact moment. I know with certainty that this group of men and women who have fought together these past years will give this department an NCLEX passing rate that they will be happy to put on their pamphlets. As Florence Nightingale once said, Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses. We must be learning all of our lives. I implore you all to take this to heart and to never stop growing. No matter your age, experience, or the mistakes you may make, keep moving and keep learning, because your dreams are always within reach. To my newest Royal RNs, reach for the stars, and I will see you up there. Thank you. Oh, thank you.